So while we all went about our lives yesterday, we came very close to a catastrophic event here on planet Earth, and we didn't know about it. So while we all went about our lives yesterday, we came very close to a catastrophic event here on planet Earth, and we didn't know about it. It turns out we just missed getting hit by an asteroid, a piece of solid rock roughly the size of a 10-story building. Now, I say just missed because it came within 45,000 miles of us. That's a lot closer than the moon is, and scientists say way too close for something that big. Had it struck, again, the people who tell us about these things, say the impact could have had the force of 1,000 Hiroshima-strength atomic bombs over a huge area of the Earth.
Hi there guys, I just wanted to bring you this information that is quite exciting, and for all of you that have been following Elenin and the alignments in relation to the big earthquakes, you're going to want to listen to this. This is basically everything that verifies what you have been researching to be true. So yeah, very, very exciting news, and thanks to a subscriber who has sent me this information. He's been doing the researching and digging up this stuff and come across this basically mind-blowing information that's probably not going to last very long. So I really do ask that everybody mirrors this video, downloads it, or takes the information and makes their own videos. However we can get this information out, we really need to do it, because it's not going to last long. And this is exactly what the subscriber has said to me, is that previous information of this nature has disappeared. So we need to screenshot everything and download everything and mirror everything to make sure that it gets spread across as many different channels and areas as we can, and then it's harder for them to censor this information. And this is very important information that could save people's lives, so it's important we do get it out there. So anyway, so we're at the we're on the Cornell University library site for Cornell University, and we've pulled up a couple of papers that have been submitted by scientists. One of the scientists' name is Mansour Omebashi, and he has submitted a paper titled "The Astronomical Alignments as the Cause of the Magnitude 6+ Seismic Activity." Okay, and we've got another paper that has been submitted, and this paper is from D.U. as in Y.U. Svetkov and L. Elenin. Yes, Leonid Elenin is submitting a paper, and this one's called the SN 2008 FV, the third type of La Supernova in NGC 3147, and it is interesting to note that Mr. Leonid Elenin is submitting papers to the Cornell University, especially as we've been led to believe he's an amateur. And I have gone down this line of thinking that he is actually not an amateur. I've done some videos regarding Mr. Elenin, and this is what it's led me to believe. I did at first think he wasn't a real person, but after doing the research, he is very much a real person, and he is no amateur, let me tell you. This man is an expert, if not the best in his field, and he is a professor. And this just goes to prove exactly what I've been thinking all along. So so just know that, yeah, Leonid Elenin is a real person, and but he is no amateur. So look, I won't visit this La Supernova article or paper. I'll do that probably in another video after I've had a good look at it. I want to revisit this one back here, which is this astronomical alignments as the cause of the M or magnitude 6+ seismic activity. Now you'll find that there's a PDF here on this page. I strongly recommend that you click on this PDF and save it, and you know, after you've downloaded it, it has all the information that you need for the alignments of Elenin and earthquake activity. So that's a very, very important information that you you know, get onto and download, especially if you are some of the people that are doing these JPL orbits and graphs, because this information is specifically related to that. So yes, please click on that and download. And then we've got this link here that if you click on, it takes you through an overview of Mansour Omebashish's paper. Now I'll just quickly read through. I'm trying to do this in under 15 minutes because well, the last video I tried to upload was too long. So here we go. It's submitted on the 11th of April 2011, and he's got, I here demonstrate empirically my geo-resonator concept in which tidally induced magnification of the Earth's masses resonance causes seismicity. To that end, I show all strong magnitude 6+ earthquakes of 2010 occurred during the Earth's long -3 day astronomical alignment with our solar system. I then show that the same holds true for all very strong magnitude 8+ earthquakes of the decades of the 2000s. Finally, the strongest or magnitude 8.6+ earthquakes of the past century are shown to have occurred during the Earth's multiple long alignments, whereas half of the high strongest magnitude 9+ ones occurred during the full moon. I use the comet C/2010X1 Elenin as it has been adding to robustness in terms of very strong seismic activity since 2007, in terms of the strongest seismicity since 1965. The Elenin will continue intensifying the Earth's very strong seismicity until August-October 2011. Approximate forecast of earthquakes based on my discoveries is feasible. This demonstration proves that my hyperresonator concept arrived at earlier as mathematical physical solution to the most general extension of the georesonator concept possible. So it's a lot of scientific language there, and it's probably a lot to take in. As I said, go to that PDF and have a look at that. Download it, and it gives you all the information you require. So you will have to process and digest all this information to get to the heart of it. But basically, what he is saying is that yes, Comet Elenin is adding to the alignments and some kind of activity with our earthquakes. It's definitely related. He has done the calculations. He's a physics professor, he's a doctor, and he has basically done the calculations and verifies everything that you all of you guys that have been doing the JPL orbits and coming to this conclusion. He is just basically verifying everything that you've been finding. So very exciting for you guys, and I just am really happy that this has all been basically proven for you. And once you get all the rest of the information in that PDF, as I've mentioned, I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of your calculations based on that information. So anyway, I wanted to look a little bit more into Menchu Omer Bashish and find out a little bit more about him, and I googled his name and came up with his website. His website was last updated today, so it's all accurate. On the side here, he's got 96 days until the end of the first term in increased magnitude 8 seismic activity due to the Comet Elenin. He's got an overview here of Comet Elenin. He's even got equations down here. He's a very intelligent man. He's got some links down here with his proof of the strong earthquakes and the astronomical alignments. He's got some information on basically where he's educated. It mentions Cambridge and some other places. He's affiliated with the Psychics Department, Faculty of Science in Bosnia, the Berkeley National Lab in California, the Geophysics Institute in Budapest, Hungary. He has had papers published by the Nature Journal, Computing in Science and Engineering. If you go through here, the Space Journal, Canadian Astronautical and Space Journal. So he's very, very researched. He's a very educated and intelligent man, and basically he has come to this conclusion that pretty much blows all of this HARP stuff out of the water. It's not HARP, it's not New World Order doing this. This is totally coming from the alignments with our solar system and something happening up above us. And this brings me to the saying of as above, so below. And this is exactly what we are experiencing here with all this planetary, the changes that are happening. Now, he's also accusing the American government of patent theft. He's put a patent in, and they have stolen this patent according to him. It looks like he's taking them to court. He's got all the information here required for you to look into this more. He's got a public notice, and he's written here about how he's been treated and what's happened with his patents regarding the US government. Over here he's got a prescription, and it says no member of Freemasonry or other deceptions organisation that plague sciences, Illuminati, Trilaterals, Bilderbergs, committees on this and that may use in any way, as in by citing or referencing or profiteering from any of these publications, discoveries, expressions, laws, relationships, inventions, or any other intellectual property that came into existence by intellectual activity of Dr. Menchu Omer Bashish. So he's obviously feeling that these lower energy groups have got something to do with the reason that his patent has been stolen, and this is in line with the other videos that I've released the other day. And I said that we all know of these patents that have been, you know, stolen or buried, or the people that invent them have gone missing, and this is obviously just another way, you know, that these groups work. In fact, this is the way these groups work, and I did want to bring your attention to this, to the people that are concentrating on these you know, projects that they feel have been put out there or are going to be rolled out by the New World Order regarding Bluebeam, Project Bluebeam, HARP and the scalar weapon. You know, I just want to say, guys, that this is basically almost kind of showing you that this isn't how they work. You know, all this information out there regarding these, you know, these Project Bluebeam and HARP and all this other stuff is there because they want you to discuss it and look at it. It's all part of their, you know, disinformation plan that they've got at the moment. This is how they do it. It's not through these huge, big plans that they enact. It's not through that. I mean, there's going to be no New World Order. There's going to be no, you know, one world government. It's just not going to happen. Okay, what they're doing is playing the bluff card. So they're releasing this information. It gets released through that UN paper, or people discover things that have been deleted on government sites and all this kind of stuff. And this is why they do it, guys, because they want you concentrating on these big events that that you feel that are going to happen, where in actual fact this is how they work, through subterfuge, through networking, through you know, underground, deceptive and behind the scenes you know, actions. This is how they do it, and this man is a legend. He is standing up to these people and he is saying no more, and he is letting it be known to everyone that this is how they're operating. And so this is very important that we get this information out, guys. This is why I'm saying that we have to mirror these videos. You know, mirror this video, do whatever you want with this information, make your own videos, it's up to you. But you know, if we spread it throughout the internet, then it's harder for them to censor it, and this information can save people's lives, guys. This scientist, this physicist is saying to us that yes, there is a correlation between the alignments, including the alignments of Comet Elenin. This is having a very big impact on the big earthquakes that we're having, okay, and there's going to be stronger earthquakes coming, and we need to get ourselves prepared for this. So food, water, shelter, like a tent, you know, anything that you can live in comfortably for up to 6 months, you need to get. Forget going into FEMA camps, okay? That's not, you know, the way that you're going to solve this. That's the worst thing you can do. Do not go into these FEMA camps. You know, this is the information that you can show your loved ones, because it's a scientist, it's a physicist. He's backing up this information with calculations and facts, okay? This is scientific proof now, guys. All right, so forget about HARP and all those other things. That's just bullshit that's been put out there to disinform you, okay, to take you away, to take your eyes away from the truth. So anyway, guys, I'm going to finish it up here. I'm going to put all the links and information there. As I said, go back to that PDF and download that PDF and copy it. Screenshot everything that you can. I've done it already, but everybody else that sees this, please do it as well. And the more information we've got, the better. If somehow, for some reason, my account gets closed, I can always open up another one. That's fine. But at least the information is still ongoing, and it's harder for them to shut down, you know, the half of YouTube. And don't forget, there's government trolls out there too, guys. So look out for these trolls. They get on these videos and they basically call people idiots and stupid for believing this stuff, okay? When somebody does that, you know they're a government troll. So flag them for spam, and people that own channels, we need to block and remove their comments straight away. We need to disempower these people, and this is how the New World Order works, guys. This is how the Illuminati works. They don't work in these big elaborate plans that they pretend that they're going to put in place. That's their bluff card. That's all they've got left to play. So all they've got now is disinformation. That's the only way they control us. So if we can, you know, this is an Achilles heel, guys, this is an Achilles heel. You know, this is what we need to do. We've got to cut their Achilles heel and get this information out there. That's the best way that I can put it. So thanks again to the subscriber that's given me this information. I won't name you because this is pretty big, and I don't know if you want your name correlated to this. Just thanks very much for giving me this opportunity to get this information out. So anyway, much peace and love, everybody, and thanks very much for listening. See you later.
One of the most powerful types of flares. In addition to the radiation, solar flares can kick up massive eruptions of charged particles. After 4 years without any X-flares, the Sun has produced 2 of the most powerful blasts in less than 1 month. When aimed in Earth's direction, strong solar flares can potentially disrupt satellites and power grids. I think a lot of what we are seeing today has to do with some sort of pole shift happening.